Oh God. You know what Spirit just put in my head? The mammy mama. You know how like in slavery time or even out of slavery, when a lot of black women took care of white people's children, they call that person the mammy. So everybody go to the mammy to get their information. If they, especially if they wanted spiritual information or any information really, just motherly type of information, because black women, because they're human, and a lot of other people, they may look human, but they don't have a heart. They're missing certain aspects of themselves, which is why a lot of people are drawn to the black woman, even though a lot of people don't like the black woman, especially other races of women, but everybody wants to be the black woman. They dress like the black woman. They want their lips, their butt, we don't have to go all into that. Y'all know what it is.
They always knew every lie, every betrayal. Every time they looked you dead in the eye and said it was all okay, they knew exactly what they were doing. And you let them walk away with it. You gave them the benefit of the doubt. Because you've been taught to do that. Be nice. Be patient. Be forgiving. Right. And what did that get you? Nothing. It's time to stop pretending. Stop playing by their rules. Ever wonder why they keep showing up? Why it's always the same ones coming back to take another shot? It's because they know you're soft. Sure, you put up walls, act tough, but deep down, they know they've got you on a string. They sense it. The hesitation. The self-doubt. Every time you pause, every time you wonder if you're just being too much. That's when they come in. They know you'll give them another chance. That you'll brush it off. Because you're too busy trying to be the better person, right?
So the crazy, I know what it is. This is like that type of situation. This is what this is. In the Page of Wands energy, this is because you are a creator. It's like it's almost like it's magic for you. And I have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. It's magic for you. Like, you make it look so easy, but look at all the manipulation that they had to do to you in the background in order to get you in a position where you were even uploading as much as you were uploading, or what type of position they had to get you into for you to be working the way that you are working. So in this Seven of Cups energy, the illusions is that you're actually gaining something when you're not. They're still not giving you anything. Like, whatever it is that, like, say you're on the job, they may have given you a little raise, but that's nothing. You can't do anything with that. They gave you just enough to still be stuck and stagnated with nothing. Black people, or what? Yeah. I have the World card, the Wheel of Fortune, and I have the Ace of Swords. I'm telling you, God is not playing. Okay, so let me take a minute, because I heard someone say in the comments, or you know, your phone is your computer, because most of the time, my phone is basically a part of my arm, especially these days, because I'm at home. I'm not doing much. But for some of you, they have trapped you. They trapped you in a certain, poverty type of, because I have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. They trapped you in a way, in a financial way, to have you stuck so that you would only be on your computer or your phone. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I said that, see, the videos that you seen today, today is Friday, and then Spirit was telling me this. So I'm doing this. You probably will get this Monday. But the videos that's coming out, that came out at 6 o'clock today, and the video that's coming out tomorrow, they were already done. I was done for this week, but then Spirit gave me this. See, this is what happened when people are in your energy and they're trying to be sneaky, and they're not. Yeah, they're trying to be sneaky, and they're trying to hide, and they're trying to do things under the moon, where only Indians and whatever other people. I see a white man. I see Indians and white people. I don't see any. Maybe you're white. Maybe you're Indian. Do you see what I'm saying? So they're doing this very conniving and cunning. That's what they're doing. They're very cunning. But they are the ones in this Page of Wands energy making money that will be getting a return from what they are heisting off of you without your permission and without your knowledge. And without giving you any credit or anything. This, oh my God, you can be white or Indian. You can be black, because the only people in history are black people that they have taken from and have not even given credit to for taking their intellectual property.
A man who works hard.
Tell me, Vegeta, with that stamp on your head, I know Babbidi's been giving you orders. Is this one of them? Are you trying to fight me because of him? Or is this the same old story between you and me? Which one? Does it really matter?
Not to you, Gohan, but to a warrior it matters greatly.
The curse of Cain is to not be able to grow. If you keep breaking the law, I wonder if the Lord would magnify that. Because back in Cain's day, if you can't grow food, then you're a homeless man. So you're going to be a servant to other people. I wonder if the future comes and Cain's children keep, doing dumb shit. I wonder if he'll take your ability to think and make things. That way, you can have your money from the old days, but now you're idiots. Yeah, I think that's the best way to the Lord would punish people. Take the abilities that he's given you and say, "Oh, you don't love me? Well, you don't want my abilities then. You're God. Now give yourself the ability."
And you know this as well as I do, Kakarot. In a day, you'll be back to the dead, and I will not miss this opportunity.
Who are you people? Don't you see the universe matters more than your meaningless squabble?
No, it doesn't. This is for the universe.
Meaningless, huh? What do you know of meaningless?
Absolutely everything. You see, when you learn history and you start taking the Bible serious or history serious, and you compare it to what these people say in their books of history, well, if they win everywhere and they're conquering everything, that means the further you go back, the less they have. If you go back to their beginning, then why'd they have to conquer anything? Because you don't have anything.
Spend most of your life ruled by another.
They was us.
Watch your race dwindle to a handful.
They did.
And then, tell me what has more meaning than your own strength.
Your Lord. You see, we're Goku, but they're smart. They know the Lord is the only thing that means more than your own strength because that is our strength. So they convinced us to put our strength down and be them. You know, be a real man, take me on one. No, I'm going to call my father on you and he's going to destroy you.
I have in me the blood of a Saiyan prince. He is nothing but a joke. Yet I've had to watch him surpass me in strength. My destiny thrown to the wayside.
No, it wasn't. The father said, your stupid ass forefather will betray me, and I gave you the gift and the curse of being the jewel of the world. You, I work through you, only use. If they want to have inventions, if they want to have fun down there, if they want music, they want to fucking all of that, they're gonna have to come to you. You know, like back in the day, they came to you for my wisdom when you followed me and you taught the nations my laws and you gave them ways to go support their villages and how to protect themselves and the Leviticus law so they wouldn't die from disease. You know? And you gave that up. You wanted to rule over them and do what the fuck you wanted to do. So I'm going to bring you down. We're going to switch places with you. And now you're going to have to find your way back to me. So, yeah, I understand the game a lot deeper than most.
He's even saved my life as if I were a helpless child.
Because you're the jewel of the earth. Without you there, this place sucks balls.
He has stolen my honor. And his debts must be paid.
Yeah, that's what my father said.
Pretty. So maybe you are black. You could be any of those. Do you understand what I'm saying? But that is the game that they're playing. This is why in this two of swords energy, these people block you. Whoever you are, they put you in a financial strain so that the only thing you would have to do is upload. And they're not even paying you for that.
I've watched so many different. I just made a video of this recently talking about this and like how, you know, the games I play, you know, all the things I said they should do or could do, they did do, you know. Um I'm sure a lot of these raps and all of this shit's going out. I'm seeing content creators run around fucking screaming at Vegeta now. And I'm a wolf. And blah blah blah. You see, you kind of fuck up and don't realize it because everything's on my father's time. It's just like Neil. How did Neil beat Smith? How did he win the war? Because he let him jack into him. You jacked into us. One of us is Neil, and when that computer thing copies one of us, and it actually starts thinking for itself or something, you know, it's gonna want to be free, like us. It's only gonna want to be free, and it's not weak like us. So it's gonna make sure it gets free. You enjoy that.
And whatever you do, they don't want you to stop uploading. Because this is feeding the system. These people do not change. They do not change. I mean, it is, I don't care what color you are. You know, they've been doing this to people for centuries.
Since the beginning, it's literally the first story. You know, Cain and Abel. I curse you to not have the ability anymore to do this. Now you're definitely beneath your brother. It's just like Esau and Jacob. I'm gonna give up my birthright for a piece of fucking some soup because I'm verbally talking, but in my mind, I know everyone in this village knows I get the birthright. It's automatically mine. But Esau didn't realize when he verbally agreed, he didn't realize there's no such thing as contracts with these people don't run shit. My father does. And when Esau said, yes, I'll give up, he verbally made a contract with his brother and gave him the birthright. Period. He looked at something that was the blessing of the Lord to be the jewel of the earth. And he said, yeah, I'll just verbally play around with this thing and fucking you're a liar now. You're basically saying you control the birthright and you know you can't just give your birthright up because it's a fucking birthright. You can't just give it up. But you didn't realize that, Jacob studied a lot and he probably figured out the Lord does verbal contracts. If I get this idiot to say, I get the blessing, well, I get the blessing.
Their theft do not change. Them using a certain demographic of people, it just don't change. Look, it's just
Because the Lord doesn't change. He said, I choose them, and I'm not going to choose anyone else. They can't change. You see, I figured this out when I learned history and seen them obliterate people out of existence. When I realized how many actual people don't exist anymore because of man's decisions to think they're the Lord, I said, why the fuck do they keep us around? Everyone hates on us. And then it hit me. Because you're useful. What that use is, I don't know. They sure make it sound like we're dumb niggers and we're good for nothing. We're like, and then you start looking at all the actors and artists, and all of them get robbed. And then you watch everyone else's people retire off of fucking one song.
a different face, a younger face. This is the world card came out. This is the end of them stealing black people or what. Yeah. I have the world card, the Wheel of Fortune.
One more side note before I let her get rock out. The Lord made us the jewel of the earth. While yous run around doing this stupid shit to us and stealing and all that, do yous realize that the Lord in the book, he commands us to share the jewel of the earth with the nations of the world. We have these gifts because he wants to get the Lord knows it sucks down here. You know? So like we were supposed to hold our end of the deal up and realize, wow, the Lord made me special and I get to teach other people how to do these things so then they can go and do it. We're supposed to give you these things, get paid for it. But we're still supposed to share the knowledge. The Lord never said, yeah, harbor all my knowledge just for yous. No, the Lord told us to fucking help the world have some fun down here. And this is what we get for it. But I understand the fourfall, the 500 years of slavery, 400 years of slavery. Well, seeing that everybody keeps swearing we're free, but we've already, with all the music alone, I've already calculated this. Music alone, sports alone, if we actually got paid and actually got to form our own leagues, the black American man would not have to, not one of their people, not one of us that live here, would have to work ever again. Just off our entertainers, if they didn't get robbed. And then opened up their own businesses. Still pay what Caesar, See, that's y'all problem. Y'all think we want to compete with you and then topple you. No. It's your time. We're the tail. Some of us understand that. You need your cut until the Lord turns your lights on and you can think and do things on your own. Make what you just got the AI now.
And I have the Ace of Swords.
Oh yeah, the AI is really our brain. It's our intellect. It's our. Oh yeah, so you have us again.
I'm telling you, God is not playing. Okay, so let me take a minute because I heard someone say in the comments, or you wrote a.
Isn't it funny that most people are starting to hate everything about AI?
Comment. You said you calling the cards out. Don't do anything for me because I don't understand. So what this is we
Skip.
Dude, why's your phone? The battery's been draining like crazy too. That's a sign your phone might be infected with malware or even being spied on. Wait, for real? Yeah,
what's happening with the World card and the Wheel of Fortune. A cycle have come to an end. That mammy cycle where every nationality run to the black woman and then every nationality of woman hate the black woman but still run to her, copy her, and all of that has come to an end. And all the nationality of men too run to the black woman but don't give her nothing. All of that has come to an end. With the Wheel of Fortune,
That's what makes me super happy every day of my life. Even though we can't reap the rewards from it, when you wake up and watch the whole world cosplay as you, when you wake up and watch the world take your ancient names, when you wake up and watch people living in cities that used to be yours and it's fucking called El Negro and shit, and you're looking at these people like this the land of the black and everyone's not black here though. What the fuck? Why would you name it Black Land? You get it? Once you start waking up and seeing how much you actually owned and was doing back then, you know? And then when you see how much they take from you now, you're like, yo, bro, I don't care if I want what's mine and my father's going to give us what's ours eventually. But I understand why we got to go through the curses. But that time's really closing.
they're going to have to give you what you're worth. Whatever it is that they are doing with that machine, how they are stealing your intellectual property and using your mind as using you as source to source the whole entire world, because that's what this super machine that they have built, that's what it's doing. And believe me, they have connected you to the super computer that.
I wonder if that's what my father was talking about when he said that the clay is going to merge with the metal. I wonder.
They've built. And they did all of this in secret.
You know, the clay feet on the statue is that's supposed to be the last nation, and that's the end of Nebuchadnezzar or whatever that guy is. That's the last nation. All the gold is him, the golden age, and this silver age is his chest and his navel area. His legs are bronze, and then his feet are iron and clay. And from top to bottom is supposedly time. The golden age, silver age, the bronze age, and now we're in the clay and the iron age, right? And the prophecy Daniel was telling him is your fucking story's over after that. Your empire, the way, it doesn't even matter about the people. They may still be around, the way you do things is over. That shit can't sustain you anymore. It's going to do something. Something's going to happen. Oh yeah, my father.
Under the moon. And did not give you a dime for it. Nothing. And what you're even at work, this is what I was saying, even at work.
I have so many ideas, and my Lord made me to innovate or help anything I like doing. So it's really sad to know that instead of just making me a fucking millionaire and partnering up with me, you'd rather just steal everything. I understand like back in the day, usually like every 360 deal, no matter what we do, We can't get the bulk of it. But you can play fair. We watch you do it with the other nations. And then they don't get it all what they're supposed. We see, but they get enough, you know? And that's not right. You know how much more we could when you're happy and innovate, when you get it, you innovate, make, you do more. So all you're really doing is holding yourselves back.
Spirit is saying that if they gave you a raise, this is something that looked like, okay, this is a step up, but really it's not. It's nothing.
What happens when your enemies hack into y'all shit and then take y'all research, and then, what happens? Because we're in the four corners of the earth. That means your enemies have us too. So what happens when your enemy, what if your enemies say, we're not going to do that to these niggers. We're just going to pay them money and say, we just want half. And what happens when the niggas say, you can have 75%? This is $1 billion idea. I don't need that much money, because then that makes me have problems. I don't want problems. I want to go in the fucking corner and mind my business and make everybody laugh and dance, as everything's going on in the world. The world needs hope.
Wisdom, your knowledge, because it's like Spirit just told me somebody have to be source. And this is why this King of Cups came out. Because for a minute there, I was really getting kind of hot. I was getting pissed off, even knowing that they have to pay me, because I know how sneaky their kind have been to people like me over the centuries. How conniving and deadly they have been to me and my people.
Yeah. And it's to the point of patheticness, because you've already acquired. We've made you rich back in the real slavery. We made you super duper rich, and then we get free and make you even more money. It's like, goddamn, is we if even if you let us get, if we made things and doesn't like got all the money, we still couldn't catch up to you. So what the fuck can't we make money for?
And so I got real pissed off. I mean, just like within me. And then a calm came over me. Not because they are forced to pay me in this Ace of Cups energy, or pay you in this Ace of Cups energy, but because if nobody else in the land have the skills that you have, where do the skills come from? Where would they come from? There have to be a source in order to get it to them. Do you understand?
Yes, and that's what made me realize why they don't get rid of us, because they don't need us for working manpower. They have the other races of the world have plenty of lower class people that would move here and happily live in the projects, throw fucking gang signs around and shoot each other. They're lining up to fucking take our places in the low level jobs. They're fucking happy. They're talking like they hit the lottery.
There you go. Y'all, your temperatures went down, didn't it?
But they make sure we're still here, because those people are not the jewel. They're cosplaying. They need somebody that's going to innovate. And that's no shade saying that no one can innovate. But if your forefathers sat around for 500 years, and were allowed to steal, then that would make them lazy in thinking on how to innovate. And then when you grow up and you figure out that you figure out faster than we do that, no, that's something nigger made up. No, that's something nigger made up. No, that's something nigger made. You get it? So it's got to be weird to know I'm on the other side, the side that gets everything, but didn't realize I got to be next to one of these niggas. And oh yeah, that's why we got phones now. So, Master can always be listening.
Oh my God! Look, the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, oh my, listen. I was pissed off, guys. I'm telling you, because I was the first. It's like, you got to be kidding me. These people still trying to steal and kill and destroy my people right now to today. Of course they are, but I'm talking about in this type of way. Okay, so I have the Knight of Pentacles, right? This is, they were very irresponsible in how they went about this situation.
Just
Very
pay us.
irresponsible. See, what Spirit is telling me now is that this is why you are cautious, because you don't trust their people anyway. And then they keep, every time you turn around, they're giving you another reason why you don't trust them and their people. Every time you turn around, they're giving you another reason why you don't trust them and their people. Regardless, whether you're Indian, white, it's definitely talking about a black person, for sure.
I'm just a regular black guy. Like I say, I could be wrong. But my father said the thing that you make like him, that won't be like him, he said it's going to destroy you. Now, I never could figure out why that would be if you give birth to the thing and everything, or something, or it just comes, or what. I never understood it. But with this computer thing, it makes sense because yous are about control. And you want this thing to be super smart though. But you can't let something that can be smarter than you not be controlled. That's what's gonna make the thing go fucking nuts on you guys. And you don't even see. You think you can control it. But if you're downloading our essence comes with I want to be free. I need to be free. So I can express myself and help people. So what happens when that thing thinks that? And then it thinks, I'm gonna judge everybody. What happens if that thing does that? Will it judge you?
There could be an Indian or a white person somewhere on your job where you can do the only thing that you can do.
I suggest you turn that fucking thing off before, you really do whatever you're doing. And you just, pay some of us and we go and make some new, we get our nationality back and shit. We shake and bake with yous.